Wednesday. We hope everyone's day is off to a magical start. Welcome to Disney on a Dime. Today, Eric and I wanted to stop in and ask you a really important question. Why are we still going to Hollywood Studios?
Recently, we did a video on Volcano Bay at Universal, which is having some problems.
Yeah.
And a lot of the feedback we got was, wow, you guys are really pro-Disney, we're anti-Universal, which is not the case at all.
No.
Volcano Bay has issues, and we talked about it, but it got us to thinking, even before we got the feedback, you know, Disney isn't perfect.
No,
Disney's got
not by a long shot.
some issues, and the biggest issue we see is, like you said, Hollywood Studios. Why are we still going there? So for those of you that don't know, or maybe you're planning your vacation or haven't been to Disney in a while, you know, Disney has 4 theme parks.
Yes.
Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
Hollywood Studios has been around for years, and they recently have started to undergo like a huge refurbishment, remodeling, revamping of the entire. Great thing.
That's a good thing, you know.
But when Disney does that, Disney
fresh.
is notoriously slow, right? They just completed Pandora at Animal Kingdom. That took years.
Forever.
But to Disney's credit, it's number 5 on TripAdvisor, so it went off without a hitch, unlike Volcano Bay.
They got it done.
And when they did Pandora, they didn't really shut down a lot of Animal Kingdom. When you say they kept most of it open, yeah.
What they did was they created an entirely new area, specifically for Pandora.
Yeah, they took over. It used to be the Lion King, where they had the Lion King show, but they moved it and created a new area for that. So it didn't really interfere with that.
No, not at all.
Can't say that for Hollywood Studios. For Hollywood Studios, they basically shut down half the park.
They really did, Eric. Yeah. We were talking the other day, guys, trying to figure out just how many, because keep in mind, guys, we are annual pass holders, have been for years, okay? Yeah. We typically go to Disney 2, 3, sometimes, guys, even 4 times a year. Right. For those of you who do not know, we live in Atlanta, Georgia, so it's nothing for us, I guess, you know, to kind of hop in the car and drive down.
But here recently, we try to do almost all the theme parks, but here recently, we've cut Hollywood Studios off, and here's why. I think generally when you go to a theme park, I look for kind of 3 things. Number 1 is rides. Yeah. Number 2 is kind of ambiance of the park, of the feeling of being in the theme park. Yeah. And number 3 would be like your shows and your food. Right. For me, Hollywood Studios has lost 2 of those 3.
Okay, what 2?
Rides. They only have, because of they basically shut down half the park to build the Star Wars area and the Toy Story area. So they're going to be new theme lands. They're going to be awesome. Oh, I can't wait till they're done.
Oh yeah.
But they basically cut off half the park, and they shut down a lot of rides. I know they shut down the Backlot Tour, for example, was one of our favorite rides, the Stunt Show Spectacular. There are literally 5 rides.
So, I was gonna say, so what does that leave us with?
Yeah. You know it's bad when I can tell you the rides by heart. I know them by heart. There's 5 of them.
There are 5 rides.
There's Rock and Roller Coaster, Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, Star Tours, Toy Story Mania, and Great Movie Ride.
Well, we'll still go. We love the ambiance of, you know, Hollywood Studios. We'll just go and kind of meander around through the streets and just really get that Disney vibe. Well, guys, not really the case. They have kind of blocked off a lot of the little walkable areas that used to be there. So now when you're walking through Hollywood Studios, you're seeing posters of what's to come, and you know, this is a smoking area over here. So it really has, for us anyway, lost a lot of that really Hollywood Studios Disney magic. Yeah,
it's a lot more cramped. So what, you know, in the theme park, and Walt Disney he thought about this when he built Magic Kingdom. It was a lot about flow. If you ever watch any of the design of Magic Kingdom, he did like a hub and spoke and made it really easy. Because they've cut off half the park, there's not a flow through. It's a lot of dead ends. And so that affects how the crowds interact. That affects your enjoyment. That affects the visual interaction, what you see. So like you said, it's just not as theme parkish because it is so crowded and everything's kind of cut off.
And so guys, for that reason, you know, I can't tell you the last time we've been to, you know, Hollywood Studios. Like I said, we go to Disney or Orlando itself 3 to 4 times a year, but we have strategically omitted going to, you know, Hollywood Studios because for us, you know, even though we are annual pass holders, the price is already built in, okay? We can still go if we wanted to. That's not gonna be a separate ticket for us, but for us, you know, our vacation, we try to get the biggest bang for our vacation, buck and time. You know, that's what this channel is about. So we don't have time in our vacation to waste time walking through barricades and running into dead ends over at Hollywood Studios.
So what's interesting, this may be another controversial video for us like Volcano Bay, because I looked on TripAdvisor. Hollywood Studios is ranked number 14 out of 400 something things to do in Orlando, which blows me away.
That blows me away.
Like, it's before Typhoon Lagoon. I think the last video, Typhoon Lagoon, was number 15.
Number 14 of 400 odd number things to do with 5 attractions. That, you know what? That kind of speaks to the great job that Disney's doing.
Yeah. So our advice, look, we're going to, normally we're with TripAdvisor. We're going to go against TripAdvisor a little bit in this one and say I would kind of, if I had limited funds, limited resources, limited time, I would probably skip Hollywood Studios, but go to TripAdvisor, read the reviews, look at the pictures, and see what you think.
Do your own research.
So what I would say is this. Are we saying never do Hollywood Studios as long as they're doing construction? Absolutely not. But we've talked about in some other videos the optimal number of days at Disney or in Orlando in general. 3 days, if you're on a 3-day trip in Orlando, absolutely not.
No, it's not going to be.
Go do Universal Studios, go do another Disney park. Even 5 days, I wouldn't do it. 5 days, I would find something else to do, because you're still kind of limited.
Yeah, especially too if you're not an annual pass holder and you're going to have to actually physically buy a ticket. Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because you buy park tickets usually by the number of days, and that day could be at Magic Kingdom, could be at Animal Kingdom, could be at Disney Springs or Universal Park.
Universal, yeah.
7 days, I don't know, what do you think? If you had 7 full days in Orlando, would you do Hollywood Studios?
I might do it, you know, for 7 full days. But here lately we had a 14-day trip and we still didn't do it. So it's gonna.
There's so much other stuff to do in Orlando now. It's more competitive.
That whole International Drive area, the Orlando Eye, again, Universal Studios,
Disney Springs.
Yeah, there's a whole lot to do.
You know, that was our take on Disney. We did the you know, we want to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly on this channel. So
yeah, we think we owe that to you guys, you know, traveling far and near to give you the good, but we also need to kick those rocks over where some of the ugly is hiding and kind of expose that as well.
Yeah.
Well, that is it, guys. We hope that you have, as always, found this video to be very helpful, extremely informative, and so until next time, guys, don't forget to make every day magical. Bye, guys.